Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the type of situation with salespeople where it's really difficult to, or almost impossible maybe, to replace the salesperson with a machine or a system or a website
Yeah.
because selling solutions to people,
Mm.
and people need more than, or usually people need more than just basic information. They need a reason to go in a specific direction. Like when, here's the example from my side. So I wanted to buy a paddleboard.
Mm.
So if I go on to, and I use eBay to buy things because I for some reason I like it better than Amazon. It seems more smooth a transaction
Yeah.
from my
Yeah.
perspective. It just have to, I just like press one button and it gets
Yeah.
delivered to your door. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I go into eBay and I have a look and I'm like, well, I don't really know what I'm buying, so it's not really good to do that. So obviously that's not the way to choose. So then I go to YouTube and I look on YouTube for, I don't know, top
Research.
five, yeah, like top five paddle boards of 2020 or top 10 paddle boards or
Yeah.
what you need to know when buying your first paddle
Yeah.
board, or you say, and then then I go back. So I go and watch those videos and try to get some information and then to um, go back to eBay and then make my purchase. But it's that transaction through YouTube. It's going there to get instruction and education first before before buying something. And of course, if those people on YouTube are saying this is a good paddleboard, I'm telling you why it's a good paddleboard, and this one at this price, and and then in that area is an opportunity
Yeah.
to take people through the education and direct them specifically to a product, which is interesting for me because I'm trying to remember now, but I don't think that I bought something that was exactly the same as what I saw, but I tried to find something similar to what I saw that people said was good, and and I think there is space um, within education because people don't know. People go to a website. it, that's not step one. Going to the website to buy the product is not step one. That's somewhere step 4 or 5 further down the line. It's introducing people to the idea, the product, making them feel comfortable with it,
Yeah.
showing them the the pros and cons, and showing them something real. You don't want to see somebody just talking about it, well, and holding it. You want to see somebody out on the
Yeah.
water, on the paddleboard, showing you how it all works, so you can see it in action, and then you can, and you want someone real. Yeah, you don't want you don't want a TV personality or some sports star or something because you know that they've been paid money because of their name or charisma that they have.
Mm.
You want, or I want at least to see somebody who represents me.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the average person who is not going to be a professional in the sport, who's looking for some clear, succinct, direct information, and I want it delivered to me in 5 minutes, not not 55 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, these are the top. These are the. Hi, I'm John. Top 5 paddle boards of 2020. Bang, bang, bang. 30 seconds, succinct. Get all the basic pieces of information, and that's what those media platforms are there for, and
Yeah.
give people the opportunity to explore as well. And so I think with big companies, you were talking before in previous weeks about LinkedIn doing a lot of educational work with people, explaining to them
Yeah.
what is the correct procedure, what is right, what is good, why it's good, going through all those educational steps, which you know it's the right information in the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's also a good time to get things wrong right now because this it's a sort of new situation for everybody and a bit of a crisis. It's a good time to experiment and say, okay, we can try this and see how people react to this, and we try that. It's because this is not going to be the last crisis, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely not going to be the last health crisis that we have. Um, and if we look across the world, there's definitely a lot of health-related issues and problems, and hygiene and
Yeah.
sanitization problems,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we're still pretty much in the West. We're still looking at pretty high level in a lot of companies and organizations. But if you're going to
Yeah.
South America or India or Africa or Indonesia, um, you're looking at lower levels of stuff, even in China as well, which is such
Mm-hmm.
a big market. Um, didn't China have a river that was so polluted it caught fire? Like the river just caught fire because there was so much pollution in the river. There was like no water left in the river, and the river just caught fire because it was so polluted. So uh, that's just one level of problem basically. So
Mm-hmm.